love that. Oh, I love that. Well, hey, we got to talk real quick about this Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank's going down. We heard it was going to be from a different location, and then it came out that it was going to be from WWE headquarters, Titan Towers. They're in Stamford, Connecticut, and they're calling it the first ever climb the corporate ladder Money in the Bank match. The guys are going to start at the bottom, work their way all the way to the top, and the briefcase will be on top of the WWE tower. A photograph has been circling the internet of what the setup on the top of the building is going to look like, and this is the thing from the Wrestle Daily. Here's what they show as it's going to look like right there.
Wow.
As you can see, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, that looks real cool.
But they have it lit up there in both of the Money in the Bank contracts. So what do you think about this new spin on Money in the Bank?
Well, I like the concept. You know, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the movie The Game of Death. Game of Death was a movie with Bruce Lee back in the day, and Bruce Lee had to climb the stairs to get to the top to actually, kill the master, pretty much. And so he had, every level he had to go through a different person. One of the people that he had to go through was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And it was just awesome, to see, that dynamic of, a guy who was 7 foot fighting a guy that was, not even 6 foot, was really, really cool. So to see exactly what the tier process is going to be, going from one tier to the next tier, that's going to be interesting for me. I'm intrigued. I can't wait to see exactly how this thing is going to turn out. But the first thing I thought about when I heard about them having to, climb the ladder pretty much all the way up to the top of the building was I thought about the Game of Death and Bruce Lee. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be interesting. I just wonder, what I don't know if it's going to be shot cinematically or is it going to be shot more like Edge and Randy Orton, where it's just the one camera following everybody the whole way through. I'm not sure, but I just want to know, what do you do? Do you go up the escalator to get to the next level, and then you have to hit the elevator? Someone's running up the stairs. You got multiple camera angles going. I'm interested. And then to see that setup again at the top of the headquarters, I'm wondering, when you get up there, do you then have to wrestle like a full are you going to wrestle a full match up there? I don't know, but it reminds me of the Boneyard thing where we didn't know what it was going into it.
Well, this thing right here, like I say, it adds a lot of intrigue to, just like you just said. It's almost like, a bucket of crabs, guy get to the top, you want to try to pull him down. You never want to let the guy get out. And with something like this, climbing that corporate ladder, the fight is going to start at the bottom, so just say, for instance, the guy, pull a Brock Lesnar, and actually, get the upper hand and, and then get up there quicker than the other guy. So it's going to be some crazy dynamics to a match like this. Like you say, are they going to use the elevator? I do know last time I was on Titan Tower, it's like a hatch. You had a ladder that you had to go through a hatch to get to the top of the roof. So that right there, it's going to be crazy, man. I'm looking forward to finding out exactly how they're going to play this thing out. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be the men's and women's Money in the Bank matches. I know last night we saw several qualifiers go in there. Your man MVP was wrestling on the show last night. He wrestled Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews got the dub on that one. So I think it's an interesting spin. And look, if I was WWE and I'm looking back at our last pay-per-view, WrestleMania, what's the thing that everybody was talking about? The Boneyard match, the Firefly Funhouse. That's what the people were talking about. So why not just give them more of that? Let's give them more of that feel. And I don't know, this could even be like one of those demolition derby type things where people are going through office tables and I don't know if we're going to see any cameos from anybody. I don't know if Vince is going to be in his office wondering what the hell's going on, and I don't know. I just think that they're going to make it, they're going to find a way to make it entertaining. Just my thing is, can you do it twice? Because you have a men's and a women's Money in the Bank match. Can we see the same thing in two different ways in the same night and be equally entertained? I think that's going to be the biggest challenge, more than the match itself, is trying to figure out how to make these two things feel different but the same at the same time.
Well, we talked about the cinematic matches on WWE Backstage.
Yeah,
and Punk was pretty much of the consensus of this is something that can be done every now and then. Christian was of the consensus that we can do this, every now and then. We don't want to overplay it. But me personally, I think I really think we got a moment here. We got a chance to actually do something unprecedented that we have never done before in professional wrestling and make it something totally different from a cinematic standpoint. Is it something that's going to happen on a weekly basis once we get back to work? Once people start coming back to the arenas? No, we're not. But for stuff like that to be implemented into the show on a weekly, I don't see why not. I don't see why being more cinematic will not work for professional wrestling, because it is a movie in a certain sense. We are, how many times have I said it's Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet, Phantom Money? We are that. And to be able to go out there and, make it as real as we wanted it to be from a cinematic perspective, I think we can get away with that even once this thing is over. And especially right now, we can use a lot more of it. Even the Tommaso Ciampa match. Did you see that one that was done from a cinematic perspective?
Yeah.
It actually was a pretty good match. It actually had some dynamics in there where, me personally, I know what's happening. But when I see it, I go, that was pretty good. And for me to get that, I want more of that.